Hi everyone, I'm Monet, and today I'm going to demonstrate some chair yoga moves. So if you have wanted to try yoga but are a little bit fearful of all of the standing poses, you can do today's session completely sitting down in a chair or on your couch. It should be really easy and you don't need any props or anything. So I'm going to back up so you can see me. Put on my headset so you can hear me. And go ahead and find a comfy place seated somewhere. The only stipulations should be if it doesn't have any arms on the chair, that's really helpful. And your feet ideally are flat on the ground. If you can't have your feet flat on the ground, you can use, like, I just grabbed a shoebox so that you have something sturdy to have your feet on. So those are kind of the only stipulations that you need for this session. Okay, go ahead and sit with a nice tall back so you're not kind of like slouching into the chair, but you're sitting up as straight as you can with your hands on your knees, reaching your head up toward the sky, feet flat on the floor, and shoulders are nice and relaxed. And take a deep breath here. And exhale. And you might want to set a little intention for today's practice. An intention is almost like a little mantra that you can come back to a few times during the practice. It might be love, it might be I can do this, it might be gratitude. Just choose something to kind of focus on for this session. And then go ahead and bring your hands to your belly. We're going to start with some long, deep inhales into your belly. And I'm going to have you inhale through your nose and draw the air all the way down into your belly. You'll feel your belly expanding like a balloon as we do this, okay? So we'll inhale through the nose. Big breath into the belly. And then exhale through the mouth. And you'll feel your belly get smaller as the air leaves. Inhale through your nose, into your belly, and exhale slowly through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Long inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands back to your legs and drop your chin to your chest and slowly start some half circles, moving your ear to this shoulder and then your other ear to the opposite shoulder, and back and forth, little half moon circles from shoulder to shoulder, waking up the neck. Pausing at any point if you feel a little tightness or a little crinkliness where you want to linger a bit longer. And then come back to center. And now as we inhale, we're going to raise our arms up as high as they'll go. Maybe our arms will get up all the way over our heads. Maybe they'll get to here. Maybe they'll get to here. Or maybe for today, they'll just get to here. That's fine. But what I want you to do is link your inhales to raising your hands and your exhales to lowering your hands. Inhale as high up as you can go.
Exhale and inhale. And exhale. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale. Again, maybe you're only here today, and that's fine. Ultimately, the goal will be to get your arms up over your head, but maybe today we're just working on getting them here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Once more. Inhale. And exhale. Now bring your hands to your knees. And now as we inhale, I'm going to have you arch your back so your belly comes forward, your shoulders go backwards, and your heart really shines toward your computer screen. And then as you exhale, roll those shoulders inward, tuck your chin to your chest, and arch your back in the opposite direction. I'll sit sideways so that you can see this a bit better. As you inhale, your shoulders come back, your back arches in, your heart shines forward, your head is nice and high. And as you exhale, you'll curl up and arch that back, chin to chest, head comes down, shoulders come in. Inhale, arch your back, chest comes forward, shoulders go back, feet are flat on the floor. And as you exhale, everything curls. My feet actually come up onto my tippy toes when I do this. If yours do, that's fine. If they don't, that's okay too. Inhale, chest out, flat feet, shoulders back. And exhale, curl everything up on your tippy toes, head down. Do a few more of these at your own pace, waking up your spine. And then the next time your back comes through a neutral position, go ahead and pause for a moment. Next, we're going to twist to the side. So take your left hand to your right knee and just turn your spine. Your spine is still really tall, but you're just turning it a little bit. Maybe this is as far as you go and your right hand just comes to the side of the chair. This is fine for today. You'll still feel a little twist in your spine. Perhaps you can twist further and bring that hand to the chair behind you and face a little bit more toward your side. Either way, whether you're here or whether you're here, the concept is the same. Imagine you're twisting your spine like a wet towel. That's sort of the imagery that we think of when we're doing a spinal twist. Take some breaths here. We're sitting nice and tall, and we're not straining ourselves at all. Again, maybe we're right here. And maybe we're back here. On your next exhale, come toward the center. And before we do the other side, we're just going to widen our feet a little bit and walk down our legs and get a little bend in our back as we touch our toes. Drop the head and elongate the spine. Your chest can be resting on your thighs. And then on an inhale, walk yourself back up to seated position. Move your legs back to where your feet are flat on the floor in front of you. Take your right hand, put it on your left knee, and this time twist to the opposite side. Maybe you're twisting here, just a really slight twist, and that could be enough for you. Maybe you can reach your hand back and grab the back of the chair and get a really deep twist in as you wring out the wet towel that is your spine right now. Breathe in. And a long exhale. Again. Breathe in. And a long exhale. Once more. Maybe you're back here. Maybe you're just here. On your next exhale, return to seated position. And now I'm going to have you cross your legs. So move your left leg into the middle as you lift your right leg up over and sit in a crossed-legged position. Once you're comfy here, go ahead and hold on to your chair for support and just lean forward. Maybe your knee touches your nose, maybe it doesn't. Take some breaths here. And on an inhale, raise back up and swap legs. Right leg comes to the floor, left leg crosses over. Inhale and bring your nose to your knee or as far as you can go, holding onto your chair for support. Take some deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, come back up to seated. Uncross your legs. This time, take your left leg and cross it, but just cross so that your ankle comes over your knee. If this is too much for you, totally fine to go back to this kind of a cross-legged pose. We're working toward getting here eventually if you can. If not today, tomorrow, 10 days from now, 20 days from now. As you hold onto your knee and your ankle, I want us to repeat that arch in the back. As you inhale, your heart comes forward, your shoulders go back, and there's a nice arch in your back. Your head is high. And as you exhale, curl everything forward and work that nose toward your shin. Arch in your back. Take a few breaths here. You are probably going to feel this in your hips, right? This is a pretty intense stretch on your hips. So calm down if you can, but stop here if you need to. Stop here if you need to. Go wherever your hips allow you to go today. Few deep breaths here. One more. Long inhale. Long exhale. And then gently push yourself up to seated position. Return your right leg to the ground and bring your left leg up. Again, if you can get your ankle over your knee in a position like this, great. If you can't, we're going to do this pose like this. Okay? Hang on to your ankle and your knee, or just your knee. And as you inhale, chest comes forward, shoulders go back, head is high. And as you exhale, work that nose toward your shin, toward your knee. Inhale. Feel this stretch in your thighs. Stretch in the back of your left leg. Take some deep inhales here and some deep exhales. One more inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhale, gently push yourself back up to a seated position. Lower your leg back down to the ground. The last move we're going to do today, last move we'll do today, is simply to take your fingers and interlace them behind you, if you can. Not everyone's arms will go this far behind us because we're so used to being like this all day. But if you can, put your hands behind you, interlaced at your low back. And if you can't, go ahead and just put them on your hips. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders spread back, feet are flat on the ground, head is high, heart is shining forward. Perhaps your hands are on your hips, perhaps they're behind you. And just take some deep breaths here. In and out. This may not seem like much, but if you're like a lot of the population right now, and like this for most of the day, either on our laptops or in our cars, reading, then our shoulders are often curled forward. So this gentle move is an effort to reverse that motion and bring our spines and our shoulders and our necks back into a nice neutral place where they belong. A few more deep breaths here. Open your shoulders. Your heart is shining forward. And you're smiling. On your next exhale, bring your hands to your heart. This is the end of our chair yoga session today. I hope that alleviated some fears of a regular standing yoga class. And I also hope that you feel a little bit more open in your hips, in your spine, and in your shoulders. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Namaste. Have a great rest of the day. See you next time.